Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome to this session all about the TDX. So we have our wonderful guests for this session here today. These are all the amazing leaders who have been there hands-on and who have been involved in bringing the event together and who have attended the event many times. So we have our wonderful guests, Kavindra Patel, Gaurav Khetrapal, Nalini, and Kiran Manyala. So I'll take the privilege of introducing them. And first, Kavindra Patel, everybody of us know. He's the Vice President of the Trailblazer engagement at Salesforce, and he's bringing together 30 years of experience in the Salesforce ecosystem, in the IT and especially in the developer community. And over the past 18 years, he has been instrumental in driving developer and admin-focused events and working closely with the internal teams as well as the community. His deep passion for the India Trailblazer community and the time he invests in supporting and mentoring the members of the community has earned him the title Father of the India Trailblazer community. So we welcome you, Kavindra, sir. And our next guest is Gaurav, sir. Gaurav Khetrapal is the Salesforce MVP Hall of Fame. He's a MuleSoft ambassador and has been working on the Salesforce ecosystem since the past 18 years. And he's among the top 3 globally credentialed experts in the Salesforce ecosystem. And he has presented 30 plus sessions across different conferences, maybe Dreamforce, TDX, or the World Tours, and many other conferences. He has a wealth of information, and he's here to share a lot of information all about the TDX. And I will let Kuldeep introduce our next 2 guests, Nalini and Kiran. Kuldeep,
Thank
please
you,
go ahead.
Javi. Thank you, Javi. We are so honored and blessed actually today that we have leaders like this. And Nalini leads the sourcing competency and the governance for the Salesforce practice at the TCS. Also, she is a deputy head of the global practice. At Technologies, a customer and a business focused leader with more than 25 years of experience in the industry. So she regularly attends all the major conferences like the TDX, the Dreamforce as well. She's actually true inspiration for all of us and the women in tech as well. So we are thrilled to have you here today, Nalini. Thank you so much. And our next speaker, because we very well-known speaker, we all know about him. And we are so excited to welcome Kiran Manyala here. Kiran is the head of APAC Technical Audience Relations, and he leads the developer programs and marketing for the Salesforce in APAC region. Over the last decade, Kiran and his dedicated team have passionately expanded the Salesforce developer ecosystem in APAC. His work is actually deeply rooted in the community, and his team has been able to deliver the great content, programs, and the campaigns for the aspiring and the existing developers in the ecosystem. So we are so honored and grateful to have you, Kiran, here today. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. Over to you, Jabby.
So we'll start with a couple of questions. Everybody feel free to answer those. Sir, KP sir, first I will start with you. So I know the TDX, it's 6 years after it happened in India. It's coming back to India. So why TDX India, and what can we expect from this TDX Bengaluru event?
Well, that's a great question. And I think that all of you and many others who are not on the call have been reminding me for the last 6 years. And that's why I have my hat on, because the gray hair is underneath it, of when is TDX coming back to India. I think that TDX 19 definitely took a lot of work to get there, quite a few years actually. And I'll just be upfront. Overall, the many times even the India community tells me, like, why does a lot of these events happen in the Western region, right? AMER and EMEA, and why not in India? And that was something that I caught on a while back, and I always wanted a developer conference in India. And TDX, when that started in 2016 in the US, it was like it needed to be there because India is the largest, Kiran, I'll say that, is the largest trailblazer and develop community in the world. And I think that it deserved that. So with support from top leadership, we were able to do 19. Of course, plans for 20 were on, but COVID came in, and we don't want to talk about that anymore. But anyways, we went through that journey, and after COVID, Salesforce needed to get back into the world of events, because that's what Salesforce does really well. And so we did that, and got a good footing of that. And with Ariel Kelman, our CEO, who he loves the developer community. He comes from AWS and many other companies where developers, he's got that developer mindset. Actually, I used to work.
CMO, not CEO. We still have Benioff. You said CEO.
CMO.
Yeah, you want to keep your job, so let's make him CMO.
Thank you. He he used to be at Salesforce in 2012, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, I think. And he was the product marketing person there at that time. So, but anyways, he has that mindset. He supports the community, developer community, and technical community at large. And so that's kind of the reason why we are back, back in India. Also, all the growth that you all have created in the community, and I mean, at the end of the day, without the Trailblazer community in India, we wouldn't be even talking today. Nothing would be happening. So my hats off all to you for making that happen. And so, anyways, in short, that's pretty much where what we are. And I look forward to this event. It is going to be, like I said, on LinkedIn, this is going to be an out-of-world experience that we haven't even experienced at TDX like we did in TDX 19.
That's great to know, sir. Kiran, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's happening after 6 years, and we were very disappointed when it didn't, happen in 2020, because 2019, people just loved the content, the inspiration that they were getting out of these events. And it was a tier 1 event for us. It's a flagship developer conference, and India being the largest developer communities, deserved that at least. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. And now I think we are coming back much stronger, much bigger and better. The whole energy around the Agentforce platform is driving this energy for us, because we want our trailblazers to understand more about this platform, the latest innovations that we are building. I mean, the latest announcement. I mean, we are all excited for this, and I mean, I'm especially excited about the Agentforce hackathon. That is going to be epic, especially with the kind of talent we have in India, the crowd that we're going to get. I'm really getting ready for it. We will start off with the hackathon, then we will slowly get into the conference on May 2nd and 3rd. Great prizes from hackathon. We're going to start off very strong with the keynote. The whole campground experience is being really well built. We are curating each and every area, keeping our Indian community in mind. Demos, lots of demos, lots of content on industries, Agentforce. We have experience areas like mini hacks, quick starts, Agentforce consultations if you're a customer and you would like to know more about Agentforce. We also have a partners area there as well. Nalini, if you're wondering what it is for partners. And we have some great luminary sessions, true to the core session. I think that is going to be another highlight for us. But apart from that, I think we're going to have around 250 plus sessions from our communities, from Salesforce experts, high quality content. I'm talking about some very high standard content speakers, like, I mean, we have a few of them here as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. And most importantly, I'm looking forward to meeting you all in one single place, which has not happened for a while.
We're all
Kiran,
looking forward to that.
Kiran, you added something that's, I think, really important. First, when I mentioned that with our CMO, Ariel Kelman,
Yeah.
he cares about the developer community. Actually, every time we are in a meeting, that he's talking about that. And you can see that TDX even is going into Tokyo and London as well. And that is very important because we always need someone who can back us up for the, and care about the technical community, and he definitely does. I think the hackathon is something else he's also passionate about because we were just talking about it the other day. I want hackathons. And so in the India hackathon, please, everyone on the call, if you have not signed up for the hackathon, please do that. This is good. And it doesn't matter whether come in for the journey, come in to win if you want to, but come in to learn. This is the best way that you will learn, and there will be enough support to hold your hand. Gaurav has been at the hackathon. He was at the TDX San Francisco hackathon, and I'm sure he'll share more about it. But please do, and just don't register just because the emotional of signing up. No, register and then show up, and we'll have some good stuff for you there, goodies and everything. But show up and just do whatever you can, because you will walk away from that with an amazing experience on Agent Force, Data Cloud, and any other products, technologies that you plan to use as part of that hackathon. So that would be my encouragement.
Yeah, and again, no idea is inferior. I think you have already won if you have decided to be there and give your best shot with your team. Form your teams, not just register, but form your teams and submit your teams. That is very important. And who knows? I mean, if you gave your best that day and all the stars are aligning with you, why not? I mean, there are some great prizes in the offering, and it's going to be
Can you
epic.
reveal the prizes amount, please, Kiran? I heard there are some big numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
Very big number.
yeah, they're very big numbers, and I don't know. I don't want to say a wrong number out.
Yeah, that's fine. We can share it later.
Yeah.
Next is the curious question, Kiran. We can start with you. So many people have attended TDX San Francisco, and most of us have seen virtually on Salesforce Plus. And I know you already covered about the hands-on product demos, true to the core, which is going to be standing out here. Any other thing that people can expect by attending in person? How is it going to be different than the TDX San Francisco or the Tokyo or the London that is going to happen?
I mean, to start off, it is much bigger than TDX SF. It's a much bigger event. You'll meet more people. You'll make more connections. I think apart from content and the energy out there, I think one of the most important things you'll take away is the connections you'll make. You will meet people of common interests. And a lot of these people maybe are coming to this Salesforce event for the first time. And I think these connections will go a long way, right? Your network is your net worth. I think that is definitely there. And along with that, as I already mentioned, I mean, this is high quality content delivery, right? The content delivery at its best. There are a lot of dry runs that are going to happen. Speakers are really going to come there well prepared. And you're going to sit in an environment where everything is almost seamless. And it is going to be one of those very few events in India. And we should definitely take a lot of advantage out of it. And we are in fact working 12, 14 hours. Kavindra is working 12, 14 hours every day for the last 4 weeks.
Amazing.
I don't know when we are starting the day and when we are ending it. But I mean, touch wood, things are coming together really well, and looking forward to you guys experiencing it.
Definitely. We're all looking forward to it, Kiran, and we appreciate all the efforts that you are putting in together for this.
You guys give us that energy, by the way. So we want to do it for you. We want to see that excitement in your faces.
Sure.
I think that, I'll just put a statement out there that if you are a trailblazer in the ecosystem, or if you're even not in the ecosystem, you need to be there. I mean, this is where, with all the new innovations and all the new stuff coming, I think it's going to change the career path of people. Like it happened with 2019, like it happened with some of the other events. This is going to be a life-changing event. So people need to register and be there.
Definitely, sir. Nalini, I have this question for you. I know you will be better to answer that. So we have been going through this rapid evolution. The AI, we have been hearing a lot about the agent force, the automation, low-code platforms and everything. What emerging trends should developers focus on? And especially how our ecosystem talent and AI should work together in the future?
Great question, Jyotsna. And I'm echoing the thoughts that Kavindra and Kiran said, right? India has the largest developer community, and it's not just numbers, right? From a qualitative perspective also, most of the innovation, most of the industry solutions, I think, has been coming from our people here. And that combined with the agentic era now, I think we can only imagine the kind of stuff that we can unleash in a developer conference like this, right? So coming back to your question, I think, yes, AI is here to stay. AI is already here. It's not a technology of tomorrow. It's already invaded our lives, and it's at a melting point where, how we take it forward is something that is in the hands of all of us. So the way I see it, it's going to be as good as we make it. Okay. And a lot of industry solutions, a lot of industry use cases, I feel we've not even touched the surface. So when you bring together a very high potential talent like this, then the ideas that will come in, the kind of brainstorming that can happen, the hackathon has so much potential that all you have to do is go in with an open mind, and the rest will just automatically happen. It's not orchestrated, it's not scripted, it is pure creativity. That is what we are unleashing with a platform like this, right? And it's not possible to articulate the power in that. Coming back to talent, why it is important for everybody, not just in the people in the ecosystem, like Kavindra mentioned. Even if you're not in the ecosystem, this will give you a glimpse of what the ecosystem is. And where I feel talent and AI should come together is the non-tangible aspects, like ethics, like unbiased AI, like just next generation customer experience, right? Governance. All these are aspects that will decide, whether AI is really improving our lives or creating problems. And I feel this developer community will exactly bring that combination of not just technical skills, but going after what are the problems today in the society that we can use AI and agent force for, to make everybody's life easy. So it's not just a technology thing, it's not a business thing, it's everything put together, right? It is that synergy of, where the sum is bigger than just, the total of its parts. So I have a lot of hope on the talent and the developers and the folks who are going to attend TDX, because I think all the roles will come in beautifully for us to be able to solve those problems. And that is where, the real ROI of everything that we are innovating at Salesforce, everything that we partners are doing for our customers becomes real for them. Otherwise, it just remains a hype and a buzzword and nothing beyond. So that's where I see the combination of Salesforce and Agentforce and talent, the people who are attending, who are participating, who are taking away something, who are forming such amazing networks. I think all of us can vouch for the fact that we are all what we are because of our networks, right? The fact that all of us are here doing this session is also because we met each other somewhere in some session and made an impact, and learned from each other.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Nalini. And Gaurav, I have an interesting question to you. I know it takes a lot of details to be added to it. So everybody wants to know about the hackathon. So you have experience participating in the hackathon at San Francisco. Many people are also planning and they have many questions because maybe this is the first event on Agent Force. So about the team size, what is the best team fit, and then any tips that you want to share?
Okay, I can speak to that. I can speak unofficially. I don't work for Salesforce, but before I do that, what I really want these 100 odd people who are on the call is let's show some appreciation for Kavindra and Kiran. They have finally bought TDX back. I've been pestering them, so please show them some emojis, claps, thumbs up. If you want to blow kisses at Kiran, that's fine as well. But yeah, it's taken a long time coming, and like we have been pestering. Like I know that I have been after their life. Every time I went to Dreamforce or whenever I met them at an event, that was my number one question to Kavindra, and he told me it will happen. We are working on it, and he has stood by his word. So very happy. I'm personally very excited for TDX. I was there in 2019, and I'll 100% be there in May when it happens. I just told Kiran if he had told me in time for like a few months earlier, I could have saved $5,000 not making the trip to US for TDX US. But he promised me that he'll give me that money back. So I think we are good on that. But yeah, coming back to your question, I think it was a great experience. Like I think just the energy there, and full credit to Salesforce in terms of how they kind of organized it. There is a beautiful arena that is set up. They take care of food. You are well fed. There is some background music. You get actually the vibe that you get in a student hackathon, like which happens in colleges. And I go to a lot of events judging hackathon, but I also participate in a few. So for me, like it was like being back in the arena competing, and you see a lot of people working. There are a lot of people from Salesforce to help as well. Like there are subject matter experts. Like for example, I ran into some issue with the org that was provisioned for me. There was somebody else, somebody from Salesforce to help around, and then it was pretty quickly resolved as well. So in that sense, there's a lot of support available. There is and just the whole vibe of that event. Forget the prizes. Again, I think as Kavindra mentioned as well, just the learning that you will take out of it and just the experience that you will take out of it is something that will stay with you for your life. Like, for example, I did not win the TDX hackathon. I did win some sort of a prize, but regardless, I think the application that I built, the learnings that I was able to carry forward and build in my team, those are a few things which I think are more important. As far I know, there are a lot of questions in the chat, like in terms of team, in terms of that. I think everything is there in the FAQ. I don't want to speak for Salesforce or anything on which I'm not authorized to. But yeah, if there are any questions, I think there is also an email ID which is provided. And thank somebody actually posted some links as well. But yeah, there's a lot of detail already available. But overall, from an experience perspective, it's definitely worth it. So.
Thank you, Gaurav. And you have attended many TDXs and many Dreamforces before, right? So you have attended TDX 19 as well. What is the difference that you find?
I think I've like if I compare TDX 2019, which happened in India versus the other TDX, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that we have the most passionate community, whether it's biggest or not, I don't know that, but we have the most passionate developer community anywhere in the world. And I'm 100% confident. I've been hearing numbers unofficially that like TDX US was 3,000, 4,000 people. This is probably going to be double the size. And I think we have a lot of community events in India, Bharat Dreaming, Women in Tech Dreaming, Mule Dreaming, Delhi Dreaming, Hyderabad Trailblazing, Bengaluru Dreaming, Architect Summit. You combine all of them together and then multiply that to maybe 5x. That is TDX India for you. And then, as I said, I did a post today on LinkedIn as well. Like if you are a developer, it's like a Dreamforce for developers or Dreamforce for a technical audience. I know Kiran and KP will hate me for this, but Dreamforce, there's a lot of marketing, there's a lot of fluff. TDX is all hardcore development, admin, config, architecture. So if you are somebody who wants to go there to learn, to make connections, you meet product managers there, you meet a lot of Salesforce people otherwise who would you would not meet. So in that sense, it's an opportunity like no other. And again, it's only a couple of days, and with the way the pricing is set up, like for 2000 rupees, you actually get the ticket, you actually get a certification voucher. So the conference itself is free. So apart from the travel, you are actually not really paying much else. So I would strongly recommend. It's a great opportunity, once in a lifetime, probably happening once in a year from now on. But yeah, make the most out of it. That would be what I would say.
Yeah,
And that is
just
the
to,
conference. Oh, go ahead, sir.
no, go ahead.
No, the conference is for 2 days. So the price is, it's a steal actually.
Yeah, just to add to what Gaurav said, and Gaurav, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, when I put the community hat on, uh, and looking from the outside to Salesforce, Dreamforce, yeah, I mean, Dreamforce is a conference to cater to many audiences, just not tech, right? There is definitely a tech component to it, or technical community component to it, but it serves a wider audience, which makes sense. I mean, that's the annual Salesforce event, But the focus and the purpose that TDX was created was for the technical community, especially the developer community. It's all about building apps, building agents. It's all about really learning under the hood, things under the hood, and going deeper into the content. And actually, even TDX San Francisco, we shifted to even going more deeper than the past. So that's all everything of that you will you will see that. And the one thing Nalini mentioned, which was I think an interesting point she made, which was like the many times you can have the event, you can have the products, you can have the company, but the thing is what makes it unique is the people. And the the TDX in India is going to be special and unique is the because of the people, and the difference compared to the other parts of the world is that you all are very passionate about learning. You're all passionate about really getting deep into technologies. You're all passionate about, like, you're really hungry to learn more. You just it's like you treat it as an extension of your family. That's how you treat it. And when we come together, that's what happens. And that is something that um, I have not seen at other parts of the world where the conferences happen. My ex-boss in the past used to say, Kavindra, can you bottle up this passion and energy that's in India and bring it to the US? And I just fell off my chair and used to laugh, because it's like, how can I do that? But that is what happens. So this is going to be just an amazing event that everyone needs to be at.
And Kiran, you mentioned about the product demos and the product experts, the opportunity to meet them and get our questions answered, and hands-on. I'm expecting hands-on sessions also will be there. For someone who is planning to attend the TDX, how can they be prepared? Do you suggest going through any training material on the trailhead or any certifications? How can they come prepared to the TDX?
I mean, it depends on what level you're at. TDX offers, I mean, it has got everything for everybody. For example, if you're a student and if you're planning to explore career options and looking out for tech stacks you can really learn on, I think Salesforce TDX is for them. Or if you're a young Salesforce developer who is trying to understand more about the breadth of Salesforce's innovations, different kinds of industries, different kinds of clouds we work on, I think TDX is for them. Or if you're an admin who is, really good at functional knowledge in Salesforce platform, that event is for you, because we have got a lot of sessions on that. And if you're an architect looking for some very deep technical stuff, learning to understand the mindset of how an architect should perform, I think TDX is for, I think TDX is for everyone who wants to learn and who wants to be up to date with what's happening in the Salesforce world.
Thank you. And Nalini, you have attended many conferences. Would you like to add to that? You're on mute.
I think I've said this in multiple conferences, Jyotsna. The one unique thing that Salesforce offers that no other company offers, no other product company, no other successful company offers, is this whole power of community, right? The way Salesforce encourages community, the way Salesforce encourages people to learn from each other, and the way Salesforce encourages everybody to flourish in their own role, in their own aspiration, in their own path, right? Whether you're a developer or a tech lead or an architect or a business analyst or a program manager, there's something for everyone. And the whole idea of community is for everybody to come together, work as a team, bring their uniqueness to the table, and kind of form the pieces of the puzzle, right? That is something I think Salesforce does beautifully. It is about all of us growing together, not kind of competing and growing at the cost of one another. Another beautiful part of the community, I have seen so many people. I mean, the career options for students is one thing that Kiran mentioned. It's a very powerful thing, right? It is one thing to have a skill, learn something, and it's another thing to get your first employment, right? It's a huge deal. And again, with the trends changing, with the markets changing, end of the day, what makes it work is again your connections, being at the right place at the right time, showing up as a professional. And there are so many things that you learn by being in conferences like this that are not learned in any other way. To be there, to show up itself is a skill. And by just braving that, I think you put yourself out there for so many opportunities. So I think that is something that is very unique to all the Salesforce conferences. And I think people who've attended even one event will know what I'm talking about. The energy, the passion, the professionalism, the ambition is very different. So you want to be a part of that cream of professionals, and not somebody who's just sitting back and not putting yourself out there and waiting for things to happen. This is the crowd that comes in and actually makes things happen. So why would you not want to be a part of it?
That's great. Gaurav, you have been a mentor to many people and you have attended TDX many times. Can you talk about any success stories where attending the TDX has directly impacted a person's career growth and open new opportunities?
Absolutely. I think my memory has kind of faded with age, but if I remember correctly, TDX 19, we actually had a career fair as well at TDX. So that was a place where like there were partners who were recruiting. There was place where like people were kind of giving interviews as well. So those kind of opportunities are always there. Obviously, there are a lot of partners who are visiting there, but as I said, more than that, I think the event is more about kind of learning there. Obviously, there is a ton of content. A lot of sessions are recorded, put on Salesforce Plus as well, but that's not what really matters. What really matters is you attend a session, you have some doubts, you can actually go and talk to the speaker. You can talk to the product owners, as I said. Those are things which you will not find on a YouTube or on a say Salesforce Plus. Those are kind of learnings that you carry forward with them. And as for success stories, like again, not just in India, but in US as well. Like I've met so many people at so many different events. And again, that's credit to the Salesforce ecosystem, the way it's kind of shaped up. Like people have learned things on either Trailhead, they have done some self-learning, they have gone into trainings, and then they've been able to find jobs in the ecosystem. And I think, again, as Nalini also mentioned, the power of community that Salesforce has, no other technology ecosystem has that. And I'm pretty sure with an event like TDX, I think that will only multiply. So again, thankful to Salesforce for, it took 6 years, and a lot of convincing and a lot of pestering, but yeah, finally it's happening again.
I mean,
Thanks, Gaurav.
we're going to have at least 70 to 80 product leaders, product managers that day. I mean, that is a very rare opportunity to actually bridge that gap between the communities and product leaders. I mean, they will be very upfront about what's happening and what is on the roadmap and why certain thing not happening. True to the core session is definitely, a must attend session. You'll get to know a lot of opinions and thoughts and very honest conversations around communities, product, platform, features, and all.
I actually
Kiran,
want to talk about the true to the core just for a minute, because I don't think people in India understand what it is all about, because it is something which is exclusive to Dreamforce and to TDX for the most part. So as the name itself suggests, true to the core, you will also see a lot of people in the US abbreviating it as TTTC. So what it really means is that is a session which is not recorded. There is no safe harbor statement there. You have access to executives. So in the session that happened in San Francisco in TDX, you had Srini, who was the chief engineering officer and the president of Salesforce. He was there. Parker Harris was there, and then a bunch of other product leaders was there. And the core idea is that you ask questions which you would normally not ask in a more formal setting. So, for example, like a lot of people asked a lot of very tough questions. Like, for example, one of the questions was around the architect program. And we all know like there is some turbulence around that. A lot of people asked around questions around equality. And so that's a very safe space in terms of like, if you feel that Salesforce is not doing something right, or if you have like your opinions in terms of what Salesforce should be doing, and that is like those leaders are there to listen and to act as well. So definitely that should be one of the events, one of the sessions that should be on your list. And I'm hoping that Kiran is on the panel on the True to the Core in India, so we can grill him for that as well. So
I
I
mean,
will,
I just want to add that, and thank you for Gaurav for bringing it up, because many times people see TTTC and like they have no clue what that is. But thanks for that explanation. This is one of the great sessions to be part of, and bring share your thoughts and bring your mind to it. At the same time, we would love to also hear what things we're doing well. If there are things that we're doing well, share with us, because that can help to us to just go to the another level, right? And so but definitely be there, take advantage of it.
I mean, the
follow-up
best part
question on the. Go ahead, Kiran.
Yeah, the best part about True to the Core session is that, for example, in San Francisco a couple of weeks back, I'm pretty sure Gaurav was there. I think it was hosted by Parker Harris. He started off by welcoming everyone from community partner ecosystem. There were mics lined up, people standing in queue to have their question answered. He So these, especially Parker Harris, he's not really supporting Salesforce in these things. He generally plays the role of a devil's advocate. And okay, let's say somebody is asked, why is this feature still not there? We have been putting up an idea exchange for the last 2 years. And he comes up with a response telling that, hey, by the way, I love this feature. Why is it not there? And that's the product manager you should be talking about. And he just makes them stand up and they have to take this. And he says, don't blame us. We are not the ones. We are the good people here. The product managers didn't want these features. So, I mean, just giving an example of how candid these conversations can get. And generally the execs take the side of the communities when they feel, okay, here is something that can be fixed. And if there is something that can be fixed, the leaders are very straightforward about it. They will work with you and they will fix most of these things. So that is how fun and how effective True to the Core sessions are.
and if
So
somebody
is
goes
the
to the if somebody goes to the session, please make sure to appreciate Salesforce, Otherwise, they'll just blame it on me that I told them to ask all the tough questions.
You'll
Sorry.
in case be blamed, Gaurav. We'll make sure your name is called out that day.
Sorry, JB, please continue. Yeah.
So is the entry for everyone, any limited seats, or does it need any pre-registration?
I mean, it's part of TDX. It's also a keynote. It's going to be hosted in the keynote room, and we will definitely have lesser seats than the number of attendees available. So do it. I mean, get into the room as fast as you can.
Great. So one other question, so people coming to the TDX, can they expect something similar to a Dreamforce, like a celebration or some networking events? Kiran, I know you mentioned about 250 plus sessions happening at TDX Bangalore. So will there be any networking sessions there so people can get to know the leaders or some experts in the field?
I think True to the Core is one of them, definitely. After the session as well, you can, catch up with the execs, the leaders. And the best part about conferences like this is you might find a very big leader walking past you, and they will be more than happy to have a conversation with you, right? Don't really think that, okay, I'm not really going to disturb them. No, I think this conference is for you, and they are there for you. And I think the best thing that can happen is you disturbing them and you asking them about various things you have in mind. So absolutely feel free to disturb all these leaders. They are there for you. They're very passionate about our communities, and they love the India community. The energy is different. The vibe is very different. So they're all coming for you. So please feel free to use opportunities that way. And not just that, I think even after the keynote, you have some time to spend with these leaders. They will come to these experience areas to see how our attendees are, experiencing and getting enabled on a lot of our innovation. So I think every moment is an opportunity to meet these people. I would put it that way. All these 48 hours you're going to be there. I think every minute in that is also an opportunity. Yes, Sriram, I know this is your 40th question today. Yes, Arundhati ji will be there at keynote. I'm sorry. Arundhati ji will be there at the event. Sanket will also be there.
Yeah, just to what Kiran said, I remember Kiran, it was your first Dreamforce or TDX or Dreamforce where you ran out of after Mark Benioff, so you could take a picture.
I did.
Yes,
I
I
did.
remember. Yeah, and but I think Kiran makes a good point. Besides True to the Core and after the keynote, there's so much opportunity to net with product managers and others. So if you see them, just reach out to them. And as Kiran said, this event is for you all, and this is the moment you have to take advantage of it. So just don't be shy, just do what you need to do because you'll never have that opportunity.
I mean, who's asking about fun? Nobody's asking about fun at the event.
I asked
think-
about the celebrations.
You did. So, I mean, it's a surprise. I'm not really going to let it out, but we're definitely going to have a lot of fun. Great show, and even the luminary guest. I mean, you guys will have a blast. No
Give a
doubt
hint.
about it.
Definitely.
Give a hint.
Yeah.
I know. If
That's
I
for
give
us
a
to
hint,
guess.
I'll have to give up my job as well. So I will.
Yeah.
will stop.
No. I mean, I think the key thing is the Trailblaze events that we run. We always have fun injected into them. So definitely the celebration is definitely going to be exciting. First day, it's going to be on the first day in the evening. Once the sessions finish, and then throughout the day, there's going to be a lot of fun with regards to different activities or different things that happen. We're going to make sure there's lots of food and making sure. I know Kiran is tasting the food, so that we make sure and blame it on Kiran if you don't like it, but
I'm doing my best.
yeah. But
I'll only do what is best for you all.
Yeah.
I think the first priority is to make sure it is hygienic, and then give you the food that also aligns with the climate we're in. It's going to be summer.
Yeah.
The hydration, The nutrition should be in right quantities. So absolutely, I have just gone to Bangalore for that, just for that.
Yeah.
Just to taste.
And then snacks, like different type of
Oh, yeah.
snacks. We're going to take care of everyone. We are going to make sure that if when you're there, you don't have to go outside of the campus, and everything will be there. So
Yeah.
uh,
Once you come, doors are locked. So we will give you, we will provide you everything in the campus. And
That's
yes, Sriram will dance and we will sing.
That's what they said at the hackathon in the US as well. Like, we will feed you to death.
yeah, Gaurav, remember how much food there was there, right? There was so much food there, and so um, uh, come with empty tummies for not only food but for learning as well. I think those are at the end of the day, those are the two things, food and
And
learning.
hackathon is a different beast. You will be, spending a lot of energy mentally, and there is a lot of energy. I mean, mind share and all. So definitely the food there is going to be different. And in the conference, you shouldn't sleep and you should be more active. So different kind of nutrition there. So I mean, there is a lot of attention to detail, keeping all of you in mind, and no fried stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff.
Kiran,
There's
Oh my God.
I wanted to
That's disappointing, Kiran, for the junk food junkies like me.
I mean,
oh, don't worry, we'll have something for you on the
maybe
phone.
during the
you,
celebrations.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
no, I was joking, Nalini. I mean, I would like to have my junk. I mean, now and then, and but yeah, the emphasis is definitely on both, and we're trying to balance health in this. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Kiran mentioned that, like visual. I mean, if you can visualize, like this is exciting because we are like working on the plans and all the details. And I wish I could just share them all here, but you'll have to be there in order to really experience it. But like the hackathon, we so at BIEC, you've got different buildings, right? And one of the building, we are using a separate building for the hackathon because we need a lot of seats and a lot of room for everyone participating. And so, I mean, just think of it, thousands of seats with, you know, tables after tables after tables, right? And creating that environment that you feel like yeah, you can really engage and do the things you need to do for the hackathon. So we're going to have that. And then we have two other buildings. If anyone came to 2019, TDX 2019, we used one building, right? We've expanded into two buildings, actually. So we're going to have one building dedicated for the Trailblazer Forest and the hands-on training and so on. And by the way, we are going to have hands-on training, which is going to be that I think that 90-minute long, 1 hour, 90-minute long hands-on sessions. We're going to have that as well, but that's in one building. And then another building where we're going to have the keynote and we're going to have breakout sessions and food serving and all that too. So we're definitely expanded compared to 2019 with lots of crowds that are going to be there. And but anyways, just wanted to share
Yeah,
few details.
and also to just add to this, it's not just about food. I think the whole conference should be an experience, right? From when you enter until you leave. Prayer rooms, feeding rooms, um,
Mother's rooms. Yeah.
mothers' rooms, different kinds of meals, halal, kosher. I mean, we want to make sure everybody is taken care of. We don't want anybody feeling inconvenient, feeling out of place, because this is our family. All these 7,000 people that are going to be there on day one and day two are our family. And I mean, trust me, there is a lot of work going into, how can we make each one of you feel part of this. And
Yeah.
Kiran, I know you mentioned about the mother's room. Is there anything like a kids' room where I can just put my kids there and be relaxed?
I hope we had a crash, Jyotsna. Actually, great idea. I don't know if you can include it, but
Yeah, well, let's take take it back and see what's possible. No promises, because there are different rules and liabilities and so on, but we can check into that. Well, at least we'll
Yeah,
check
especially when it
on
comes
that.
to quick security and all. We will but thank you for the suggestion. It's a great suggestion. We'll see what can be done. But yeah, as KP said, no promises made.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is like this is this is going to be like that experience you create, right? So I think we are also creating opportunities where the settings where you can take pictures and really build memories, right? And of course share that with others who did not come on social, but at the same time really build memories. I think it's all about building memories while we are learning, having fun, and giving back as well. As and I know we're working on some giving back element to this, but more to come on that.
Awesome.
So, and regarding the hackathon, is there any limit on the number of teams that you can have? So people can rush to fill in the applications.
I mean, first come, first served. We cannot really disclose the limit. We would want to have as many teams as possible. And
Any timelines that you can share, Kiran? The deadline and then the proposal submission and then the final evaluation. Any timelines?
I think all these details are there in the website, Jyotsna. I
Okay.
don't want to give any wrong information out, but I can provide you the details if you need after the meeting.
I think we have the link
Or
in the chat. So
go to trailblazerdx.com. That's the TDX website. Go there, and under the FAQ section, all the details are there that we have made publicly available. And any changes that happen or any more information that comes will be there. One stop. It's going to be one stop where you can find all the information, because we don't want people to get confused by going to 100 different places. So that's the one stop you go, and that you'll have the latest information there.
wonderful. Finally, any thoughts you want to share with the audience? I would like to call out the important dates and details. So the Agent Force is happening on 28th and 29th. The event is on May 2nd and 3rd at Bangalore International Exhibition Center. And the call for speakers is done, but the registration is 1999 until this month end. And after that, it's going to be 2,500 and something. So everyone, make sure that you register prior. And if you're planning to attend the hackathon, participate in the hackathon, make sure that you register well in advance. If anything that I missed, Kiran, please add.
So the hackathon is on 29th and 30th of April, as you mentioned, and the conference is on May 2nd and 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one couple of other things that come to my mind that are important, and that is as you register, and if you're coming from far, make sure that you are you're the hotel. Find a hotel, make sure you book it so that you're all set, right, for those days. The other thing is make sure that you come early as possible, especially the first day. Registration, like in the US, they do a registration day before, day zero registration, which we're not going to have because the venue is, not in the city. So make sure you come early so that you can check in, get your passes, and then you've got a quick entry into the space. So make sure you do that. We are going to have lots of people, and so I think you just don't want to wait in the last person in the line, so to speak. So just make sure you plan for that. Come earlier. Go to the Trailblazer DX or .com or TDX website. And as sessions and the agenda build comes on, plan your schedule, plan those 2 days plus the hackathon, right? Plan all that out so that you're prepared. more resources will come from Kiran's team regards to guidance and so on. But I think you should just plan for all those things so that you're prepared for that. And
I mean,
yeah.
If you or your friend are still wondering if TDX is a good idea, I think it shouldn't even cross your mind. It is totally worth it based on the content, the inspiration, the connections you're going to make. I think you should. By the way, the reg is filling super fast, though I can't disclose the number. We will be selling out pretty soon. And I would really urge you to, spread the word and make sure your friends and you get a seat at this beautiful conference. I mean, this is the conference annually.
And I'm sure this is a must-attend event to everybody in India, bringing all the experiences of the conferences, meeting with the leaders, product experts, and many more.
Yeah, my one ask to the 100 plus people that are actually Trailblazers that are on this call, and anyone else who will be viewing this online. And I think the key thing is, as I said, this event is all about the community. Really, at the end of it, it's all about you all. And so, and I look at the community leaders, I look at the MVPs, and I look at all the leaders in the community. And my my call is that you encourage your members in your local communities, and what if it takes loading up buses, if it takes loading up trains, if it takes getting them on the plane. I think as leaders, this is all our responsibilities. And so I think that's my cry out to you all, and especially the leaders in India, that you uh, really educate, encourage, and empower your members so that they are not left behind. We do not want anyone to be left behind. And this could be a life-changing opportunity for them that you may not realize, but thousands of lives have been changed by people coming to events like this. So that's my cry to all of you, to get everyone there.
And I would also like to highlight a community initiative, Trailblazer Chain. It's an initiative to help people who cannot afford to buy a ticket for the TDX. So you can find them on LinkedIn or reach out to them if somebody needs some help, financial aid. So they are evaluating the candidates and they're offering some aid with the community support. So would like to give a shout out to them for their wonderful initiative. I think we covered all the questions in the chat as well. Anybody who has any other questions, you have access now to unmute yourself. We'll take few more questions. We are on time. Please unmute and ask your question.
Gaurav, unfortunately, there is no option for partners to buy a bulk booking. At least for this TDX, it's not possible.
Wow,
So,
no question. Oh, from the community. I would
yeah.
expect a couple of them, especially some of them I know by name, who would have questions.
So there's been some questions in the chat, and I think Sesha is
You'll
answering
have
some
you'll
of
have
them.
enough time to eat Michelle Norton. I
Yeah,
think you'll have
someone asked, can we expect TDX in Hyderabad? Let's start with the one that we're bringing to after a lot of work. So let's do that. But you know what? If you want TDX in Hyderabad, then I think it's all the monkey's on your back to bring more people to TDX Bengaluru so we can blow the roof off the building and show Salesforce executives that guess what? we are a community, we care about it, we want this event, and if you do that, guess what? The rest is history. So I will throw that back at you all.
Gaurav, you mentioned you already started eating. I didn't really see you eating.
I'm eating, yes.
By the way,
It's a
Gaurav,
healthy diet.
Gaurav, you mentioned something about as you were answering a question, you said my memory fades due to age or something like that. And I wanted to just let you know that you're young at heart, and age is just a mindset. So ageless
You're,
is what.
you're still telling he's young at heart. It doesn't help, Kavindra.
I think we can discuss age later, but yeah, again, I think I'll have to drop shortly, but I'll just leave everybody with one parting message. I think I've said this n number of times. I'll just say that one more time. I've been very fortunate to go to TDX and Dreamforce. A lot of people will possibly not get that opportunity easily because of visa restrictions, because of your company policies, and 100 other reasons. TDX is coming to your doorstep in Bengaluru. It's a 2 to 3 hour flight from anywhere in India at the most. So I would suggest make the most out of it. And I think something which nobody has highlighted is 29th and 30th, you do the hackathon. First is actually a day off. So you can actually enjoy, you can meet people, and I'm sure like there will be something or the other which Salesforce will also plan for that particular day. But it's also a kind of a day where you can unwind, meet the community, meet your friends as well before you kind of attend the big event. And again, it's a wonderful opportunity to meet some of the leaders who are coming all the way from US. It will not happen at any other conference, and that's your opportunity. So make the most out of it. I'll have to drop, but I hope to see most of you in Bangalore in May. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Gaurav.
Gaurav.
Thank you, Gaurav.
If you're all okay, we can take one last question from Supriya.
Yeah.
Archit, please post your question in the chat. Supriya, please go ahead. If you're talking, Supriya, you're on mute. Okay,
Yeah,
you should be
thanks.
able to unmute now.
Yeah, can you hear me? Thanks, Josna.
Yeah, please go
Okay.
ahead.
So I think my question was like for somebody who's attending, for the first time TDX. So this session we learned there's a lot of things, lot of things. So it is very common for somebody to get overwhelmed and not be able to make most out of it. So I'm looking for some tips and tricks which can come handy from people like you for us who are attending first time.
Kavindra, you want to talk about the Events app?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple of things. Thanks, Supriya, for bringing that to our attention. That's something that we want to make sure that as a person coming first time to an event like this, that you're not overwhelmed, and you have a great journey throughout the days. Few things. One, we do have a mobile app, the event app, where you will be able to access the information on site, and I think you can even download it ahead of time. And again, all this information is going to be on the website, trailblazerdx.com. So I would definitely do that. I would, as I mentioned, look at the website as the sessions and the agenda builder schedule comes out. Look at all the sessions and talk with other community members that are going, and plan ahead of time. That's number one. The second thing is that, and of course, the event app is going to be there as a resource. The second thing is, Kiran and his team have done an amazing job at the Journey to Salesforce program, and we are going to basically have a get started area, with Journey to Salesforce, where really, as you come into that space, you can really get started, journey. And I think that's going to help you a lot. There are going to be enough people there to hold your hands, direct and guide you as well. We're going to have a welcome desk there, so that you can just go to the welcome desk and get oriented in the right direction. So anyways, a lot of things are going to be available on site as well as online for you to prepare for it. And I would one thing I would do is just latch on to another person who's been around the system, has gone to events, and help them be your buddy, so that you can have a great journey.
Yeah, if I can add a little bit to what Kavinder said. So Priya, you are right. There are a lot of things happening, and it is easy to get overwhelmed. Once the full agenda is out, I would recommend that you kind of curate the experience that you want, right? Mark a few sessions that you don't want to miss. Mark a few demos that you don't want to miss. Keep some free time for networking and just meeting people and, building your personal connect with the community. Keep some time for visiting some of the partner booths. So I would say pick at things that look interesting and have a rough idea of what are some of the must-dos. Make sure you cover those. And the rest of it, I think these conferences have a way of kind of turning out very unique and very different for each individual. Just come with an open mind. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And don't try to do everything. It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way. Try to have some space for yourself. Enjoy the whole experience. Don't try to attend 20 or 25 sessions. It doesn't work that way. And
Correct.
don't be too hard on yourself. Just enjoy the event.
Yeah, this is a great team. Everybody should know because for a new, for the first time attendee, it will be overwhelming for sure. So we need not to, the event app for sure it's going to help, and then not to try to attend each and every session.
Yeah, and I know that we're Kiran, you can maybe add. We may have some sessions online, but again, we're still trying to figure out if that's possible or not. But
Yeah.
but I think the key thing is, I think Nalili pointed well, right? It's all about curating and get some help from others so that you can create a really nice agenda for the 2 days. Of course, once you come on site, you may change things around, but at least you've got a good foundation and grounding on what you want to do.
Yep.
Can we take one last question, sir?
Yeah.
Archit, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak. And hi, Kiran, sir. Hi, Nalini, ma'am. Nice meeting you guys again. Hi, Kavan, sir. So, Kiran, last year we had a Now tour in multiple cities. And of course, it came to Chennai for the first time. So we had many practical implementation on the preview thing, whatever is prompt builder or what new things. So this time, can we expect some different practical scenarios? So the Coral Resort, we had that. So the scenarios, the AI implementations. So as it's TDX. So that kind of
Are you asking if we will have hands-on
practical.
training DX?
Yes, Kiran.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Great.
I think you can expect much more than that. In
Yes.
fact, I mean, whatever we did through Agent Force Now Tours and AI Now Tours is only a drop of what happens at TDX. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
yeah. It's like hands-on is like that's the one of the top things that a must. And so we're going to have an area Camp Trailhead where really the latest and greatest Agent Force trailer badges that you can do, and with support to help someone to help you, guide you, and direct you there. We're going to have camp mini hacks where you will get a challenge, and in 30 minutes or so you can you can complete that challenge. And then we're going to have hands-on training, which is like I think 90-minute sessions where you're going to go deeper into the products. So we're going to have that. And we're going to have agent force consultation where you basically are sitting down with a person and walking through the journey, I think, of going to a use case. And so tons of hands-on besides just sessions. So way more. This is not an AI Now tour. this is not even like the dreaming event, at least at the level. This is, like Kiran said earlier, it's many-fold, and I would say this is like 100 times more than what you have experienced up to now. So unless you have
Yeah.
gone to Dreamforce or TDX in San Francisco, you have not experienced what you're going to see.
That's wonderful,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you so much,
So-
sir, for this answer. And thank you, Jyotsna ma'am, for allowing me to speak. Best
Sure.
wishes. Excited to meet you all. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Nalini ma'am. Thank you, Kuldeep sir.
Thank you,
Over
Archit.
to you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Kiran, Nalini, Gaurav, Kavindra, sir. I know you are super busy and you still made time for us. Thank
At
you
least
very much.
I'm not really busy for you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I know
again,
people say you're busy, and the thing is, I always say, you know what? I'm a WhatsApp away, I'm a tweet away. Just reach out.
and thank you so
No.
much, Jyotsna, Kuldeep, for hosting this. It means a lot. And you guys initiated the conversation that you wanted to host something like this. And it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Definitely. You can always count us in. And thanks everyone for joining. We mentioned there will be a raffle. We're going to pick up the winners after the session. We'll announce them on the LinkedIn Bharat Dreaming handles. Thanks
Thank you,
everyone for
Nalini.
joining
Thank
today.
you,
Thank you,
Kavindra.
everyone.
Bye-bye. See you
Thanks,
soon.
everyone. It was a great time. Best wishes.
Bye.
Happy weekend to all. Thanks,
Bye.
Nalini ma'am,
Bye.
Kiran sir, Kavan sir,
Bye.
Jyotsna ma'am, and Kuldeep.